Hey guys. Okay, I'm just sorting out Instagram live. Okay, my team. Here we are. Hi guys. Okay, so we're live on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube Live as well. So let me get my stuff up. Okay, I'll just wait a little bit until people come live. Enjoying a cup of tea. Get yourself comfy, guys. Let's do this. Okay, so same as usual, if you're on Instagram, you're probably better off coming over to Facebook or YouTube Live because you'll be able to see all the stuff that I'm going to put out on the screen. So my face has suddenly disappeared. Yeah, this is what I want. Maybe this. Let's try this. Where's my face? Okay, bear with me, guys. Did I not do what I wanted to do? Where's my face when you want it? Let's try this. Bear with me, guys. This hasn't happened before whenever I've done this. Okay, pausing. Trying to sort my life out as usual. So today we are going to be talking about how to start our days in the right way. Because I know that's a struggle for a lot of our young people at the minute, and I want to make sure that we can help you in the best way we can. So I'm just going to quickly sort out this so I can get my bits up on the screen. So again, if you're on Instagram, better to be over, I look a bit red, over on YouTube Live or Facebook Live. So make sure you say hey whilst I sort out these bits online. Guys, I just want you to see my face. I'm not doing very good at this. I was a pro doing all of these last week. Okay. Sorry guys, this is the most unorganized I've ever been. I defo should have trialed this before, but because it was going so well, I didn't think there was a need to. Let's try, see if the first one works. I'm gonna try putting my face in it. Aha, I made it. So, how to start your day in the best way. That's what we're going to focus on today. Okay, so let's start off, everyone. So this is for anyone and everyone. It doesn't have to be just for the students. If you're a parent watching, this can be also super duper useful. If anyone who struggles in the morning, I would advise just to give it a go. They're just tips that are based on my personal experience. So let's get cracking. How to start start your day in the best way. Okay, so let's start with your alarm clock. So that is the first thing you guys are gonna hear in the morning. Okay, so unlike me, maybe you want to try an alarm clock sound that is not like a bloody crazy alarm in the morning. Maybe it's something a little calmer. Maybe it's the sound of nature. Maybe it's your favorite song, so you're waking up and you're like, hey, ready for the day. So my other advice is, and I know some people are going to hate me for saying it, but don't snooze your alarm, okay? I'm not a snoozer anyway. So I would really advise you not snoozing your alarm, because it just makes you lazier and lazier and you just want to go back to sleep. From quite a young age, I'd say, I've always woken up as soon as my alarm's gone off. So when I was going into year 7, I actually had to travel really far to my school. So I was living in East London and I was traveling to a school that was out in Essex, but quite far down in Essex. Sorry, guys. And I had to get up really early. So that's something I'm used to. And as soon as my alarm goes off, boom, jumping out of bed, or I swing my legs out of bed just so I'm like awake. Okay. So that's another thing I advise. Guys, again, if you're coming onto Instagram, advise going over to Facebook or YouTube Live, because you can see everything that's on my screen as well. But this is here as well. Now, yeah, don't, like I said, snooze in and don't set, like 4, 5, 6 alarms in the morning, because that is going to be super hard anyway. Now, if you've got an iPhone, I don't know about Android, but you can actually type a little motivational note underneath your alarm. Sit up in this chair. That says, it could be your favorite motivational quote. It could just be like, let's get it Monday. Anything that's going to make you feel better that morning. Getting up in the mornings is something that actually comes quite naturally to me, and I know it doesn't come naturally to teenagers. I was a bit of an odd one because I was a teenager that did get up early. I used to get up early and watch like Scooby-Doo and Powerpuff Girls. Fully enjoyed myself. Let's go on to the next slide. Okay, so water and breakfast. So something I've only just started really recently doing, kind of maybe in the past 6 months, is getting up and drinking like a whole pint of water. And it's kind of a bit gross in the morning because you're like craving like a cup of tea or a coffee or something in your mouth, like dry, and water is not the thing you want to put in your mouth first thing in the morning. But what I've done is, my sister has a cup, a glass cup with a skull on it, that I really liked and I was using when I was ill, and she's got this really nice glass straw as well, and now I'm using that all the time and it makes me want to drink more water. Fun fact that I found out as well, when I was poorly with kidney infection / kidney inflammation after COVID, I had someone recommend to me to drink water out of a straw, because from when we're babies, we have a natural, natural thing to suck, because breastfeeding, that's why. So sucking out of a straw is better because you're subconsciously drinking more than if you were glugging it. So I've got myself using my sister's glass straw, which is really cute, which is from like Tiger, I think. You can order them on Amazon. Also, they're eco-friendly. So I chug down some water in the morning if you can, because first of all, it wakes up your organs, okay, and it gets your brain hydrated, which is super important. I would have get a hot drink if that's your thing in the morning, or a glass of orange juice. For me, always wake up, put the kettle on straight away, cup of tea. Then I don't normally have breakfast until later on. I actually don't have breakfast till like 11, 12. That's only because of the way I'm eating at the minute. But those of you guys who are doing like online classes in the mornings, what I would do is have a chunky monkey breakfast, okay? I'm talking yogurt, fruit, maybe a sneaky pastry, slice of toast. I would have, not cereal, guys, it's got too much sugar in it. I'd have a continental breakfast. Now, I know that's a bit posh, okay? But for breakfast, I would try yogurt and fruit. You cannot go wrong with yogurt and fruit, okay? Have a slice of toast if you want, maybe even a couple of slices of sneaky bacon. in the mornings at the minute, if I'm eating breakfast at 11, 12, I am getting myself an avocado, smashing the avocado, squeeze a lemon in it, poaching 2 eggs, chucking that on top, and then have 2 rashers of bacon on the side. I don't have any carbohydrates because that's my personal preference for the minute. However, because you're teenagers, for those that are listening, I really advise you have a slice of toast with it, slice of brown seeded toast, boom, you're on it. What a cracking breakfast. You know, when you go to hotels or like you're on holiday and the continental breakfast is like yogurt, fruit, orange juice, and then like a croissant or something, slice of toast. That's what I advise you have in the morning, because then you're getting everything in there. And then I'd also advise taking some vitamins. Now, I would get advice from your doctor or from a nutritionist. I've got my advice from a nutritionist, and at the minute I'm taking vitamin D, okay, which is firstly helps with your immune function, but also vitamin D is what we get from the sun. And because this time of year there is no sun, I mean, rarely there is any sun in the UK, I really, really super duper advise getting some vitamin D tablets or drops. Check with your doctor or nutritionist first. They will really help you. Vitamin C, if you struggle with your skin, I found this out from my PT nutritionist. He says that if you have vitamin C supplements, they really, really help with your skin. So I've been having a Barocca. Some of you might know what Baroccas are, but they're little, comes in a tube, little tablets, and you drop it into some water, and it tastes like fizzy orange juice, fizzy, no, like Fanta, not as nice as Fanta though. But obviously check with the pharmacist first, or your doctor, or whoever, before you use it. But yeah, that's what I do in the mornings. I have all my vitamins in the mornings as well. Going on, because I'm absolutely throwing loads of stuff at you today. I'm just gonna have a quick cup of tea, sip of tea. So next thing that I do in the morning is my journaling. I'm actually gonna get my journal for you. Please wait. One here, one here. Okay, I've got 3 journals at the minute. No judgments, please. Okay, so let me show you. First journal I journal in the morning is I bought myself a really cute notebook with stars on it, and as you can see, lots of notes. Okay, so every morning this is what I write. Let me have a look. I'm not going to read you what I write because it's private, okay? Okay, so I put the date at the top, and then my first thing that I do is free flow journaling, where I literally write the word journaling, and then I just write whatever's on my mind, like a diary. I said today I feel fresh. I had an amazing night's sleep. Today I want to get some bits done for Frank, who is the guy that I'm working for at the minute. I want to focus on my business goals, my annual intentions. I had a lovely catch up with a friend yesterday. So just literally just writing out anything you're thinking and feeling, chuck it in a book, okay? It's really, really important it gets stuff out from here onto paper. Now, the next thing I go on to do, as you can see from the list, is gratitude. Gratitude is super important. Now, if your parents don't mind a bit swearing, I advise you to follow a guy on Instagram called Gary V. Gary V is a big guy in the business world, and he's all about mindset, and he absolutely believes in gratitude every day. We are not grateful enough for the things that we have in our life. We're always thinking, oh, what could I have more of? Or, oh, I can't believe I don't have this. I can't believe that person has that bag. I want that bag. Why is that person like in a really successful job and I'm not? Don't think about that. You've got to think about the things that you're grateful for, okay? So for me, this morning, I wrote down the word gratitude, then underneath I put bullet points, and I've put my physical health, my wonderful, incredible friends and family. Then I've put my life, because I'm really happy at the minute with my life. So I'd literally use it as a diary, guys, to get it written down. And then I use this other journal. One sec, I need to show it to different cameras at different times. So this is the 90-day manifestation journal it's Chloe Slade from Vibe and Flow. I spoke about her when I did the productivity chat. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so Chloe is just a mindset queen. She knows everything. Now, if you don't know, if you didn't want to get cracking with journaling and just writing whatever, I would, because you've never done it before, you're too scared, you don't know like what to do. I advise you getting this because it gives you like points to help you think about what you want to do. So again, I'm just going to show it screen at a time. What day do we want to start? We want to start here because this is the start of the day. Oh my god, I'm just going to read them out to you though, okay? So down one side, you've got like the times of the day from 5 a.m. till 11 p.m. And you can use it to schedule in your work, any meetings that you've got coming up. And then the first thing it says is today I feel. And you just write down a couple of words that you feel. Then it says affirmation, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. Something that you're going to say to yourself for the rest of the day that you think you feel you need to hear. And then daily intention. Then it says I am grateful for. Then it says visualize doing your top 3 things, how you're going to approach them, align with your goals, how can I step into my higher self, and what will increase my vibes. And then it has for the start of the day and then the end of the day, you fill this out. And this is more guided, so you don't have to think about what you're writing. It's just, but I use both. This is more guided, and then I've got my stuff where I'm just free flowing all the time. I also have some prompts as well, which, sorry, I'm just reaching down to get my bookmark, which are on the screen, those of you watching on YouTube and Facebook. Things like, how can I have a good day today? What action can I take to further my goals? How can I look after my personal well-being? And then what's my mindset action for today? These are things I just say to myself, every morning, that it just makes me think about the day ahead, okay, and really grounds me. And then I get a little bit creative. Okay, so I love journaling, and then my friend Jack O'Cody, follow her on Instagram. She's just incredible. She also runs, she's a creative. She's all about mindset, and she does this thing called bullet journaling. And I bought myself a journal, and that's what I've been doing. So I got super creative, which I advise you guys to do. If I'm trying to get it so it's on both screens, here we go. I really advise you to get creative with this kind of stuff if you feel like you can't relate to bits. So like I cut out all this stuff and stuck it in, printed pictures. I drew my favorite quote. What else we got? Pictures, like these are like vision board pictures. I don't know if you can see. Here I've got a little letter to myself that I put in a tiny weeny envelope. And then I've got more pictures from my vision board. A lot of it's to do with traveling, which jokes, I don't know if it's going to happen this year. Okay, so I was just trying to get in both things. And then I've got my words of the year that you can't probably see, which are how I want to feel, which are feelings like joy, adventure, alignment, purpose, health, love, and happiness. And I've done it again. I've just stuck it all in. I'm just getting creative with it because I love it. And then I've started writing in my goals as well. And then I'm just going to keep going. And you can use it like as a diary. You can do whatever you want with it. But this is how I'm doing it. And it just makes me feel more connected to my goals because I'm a creative person. But if it doesn't float your boat, don't worry about it. Let's go on to the next. Meditation. Something I've really struggled with is meditation, and I've kind of come in and out of it several times, and it's something that I'm really trying to get back into. I don't know what the reason why my disconnect, but this is how I help start my day in the mornings. And some people think that meditation is a bit like crazy and woo, but it super duper helps with things like feeling overwhelmed, brings your heart rate down, helps you be in the moment, helps you breathe, helps you realize that everything that's going on around you is not crazy, okay? It just helps you be in the moment. I can't just meditate and listen to music. I have to do like guided meditation. So if you guys have heard of the app Headspace, I use Headspace, and they have like 10-minute guided meditations, which if you're an absolute new beginner to meditation, which I was a couple of years ago, 18 months ago, it helps you guide you through the process. So you're not sat there like, what am I supposed to be feeling? Okay, so that's what I really advise to do. I know it's really difficult when you're younger to try and be present and stay in the moment, but I really, really advise you guys just to give it a go. Okay, even if it's just 5-minute meditation. Another thing, stretching. Now, I know a lot of my dancers do this already. I'm not flexible at all, but it's something that I religiously work on because it makes me feel good. So even if you aren't flexible, I feel like it's super important to help you start your day right. It helps get your blood flowing, and it makes those endorphins get super buzzing as well. So I have got a stretching routine up on Sas's IGTV, so I'd go and look at that. I'd advise you to try and do your stretching in the mornings before you have to work for school. Now, I know that's difficult, but as soon as you start moving your body, you instantly feel better. Trust me, it's the endorphins thing, okay? Endorphins is like a chemical that gets released when your heart rate goes up, and it's like the happy chemical. So stretching, if you can, in the mornings, follow my guided stretch. Maybe I'll do a shorter stretch, like 5-minute quick stretch, so you guys don't have to feel like you're following a 20-minute stretch every morning if you feel like you don't have time. Another thing to do in the mornings is I would get outside. Something that I learned, again, maybe 18 months ago. No, do you know what? It was first lockdown, not 18 months ago, nearly a year ago. I mean, it was in the summer, so it kind of made it easier. But I used to put one of my chairs outside the front of the house because I was in a flat at the time and it had 2 little patches of greenery outside. I used to put my chair out the front of the house. I used to sit on it, get my coffee, and literally just breathe in the air. Just being outside and feeling the air against your skin with like a hot drink, hot chocolate, whatever. It really helps, just feels like brightens you up, invigorates you. Being next to nature is something that I take for granted, I think, because I've lived in a city, like I lived in London, I grew up in London. I've never lived in and amongst nature. So it's something that I super duper appreciate. So if you guys can, if you've got a garden, even if you go and do your stretching outside, or if it's cold outside and raining outside, open your back door and just breathe in the air. Okay, I tell you, it makes a difference to your mornings. Next thing that's going to help you start your day right is affirmations. So I said I was going to speak about this, and this is another thing that maybe people think it's a bit weird for those of you that are not used to it yet. So affirmations is when you're affirming to yourself something you want to do, believe, achieve. So in the morning, if I woke up and I wrote in my journal and I was like, I'm feeling weak today, emotionally weak, I would then write an affirmation below it and say, I am strong. And this affirmation is something that I will then pick one affirmation a day that I make sure I repeat to myself throughout the day. If I forget to repeat to myself, which is all the time because I feel like I'm just so busy all the time, and I hate that word busy as well. I'm so full all the time. My diary's so full that I forget. So I set a reminder on my phone that pops up like every 2 hours, hour and a half, that says I am strong. And then I sit with myself and I think, yes, I am strong. I'm really taking those affirmations and speaking to your heart. Okay. Speaking your affirmations out loud as well. It's all about self-belief, guys. This is the stuff that's going to help you in your mornings. I promise you. Next thing, setting goals and planning your schedule. Now, this is something that I spoke about in how to be more productive talk last week. If you haven't got my productivity booklet and you want it, message me on Sassa's Instagram, message me on my own Instagram, and I can give you this booklet, which is a productivity booklet that you can work through. And it's not just a one-stop shop. You can use it every day. And it's really important that you guys set your goals and plan your schedule for the day. Let me know if you want the booklet and I can sort that out for you. Like I said, look at your schedule, plan your day. And what I tend to do is actually plan my breaks in and then fit my work around it. Now that's easier for me to say because I work for myself and I can do that. But if you have to stick to an online school schedule, I would look at where your breaks are and I would really, really put those breaks into your schedule. Now, homeschooling is super duper hard for anyone, parents, students. If one day you feel like you can't do something or you can't attend an online lesson because you just feel mentally overwhelmed, emotionally like exhausted, that's okay. That's allowed. Talk to your teachers, talk to your parents, talk to me, talk to someone who can help you with this, okay? Because working from home is not easy. Planning in breaks, super important. And then another thing that I want you guys to do, probably when you're journaling in the morning, is writing down something that you're excited for today. I think what I wrote down today was I'm excited to work on my business goals so I can XYZ. I'm not going to tell you because it's a big secret, because I'm doing lots of exciting things at the minute. Now, each morning, you need to write one thing you're excited about and why you're excited about it, and make it, because we've not got much to look forward to in the sense of, at the weekends, I'm going to go out for dinner with my mates. Like, that's not happening at the minute because COVID, right? So you need to think about really, really being grateful for the little things that you are excited about, okay? So I'd write one thing each day that you're excited about and why you're excited about it. So is it, I'm excited about attending my salsa street dance lesson because I'm excited to see my friends, or I'm excited to learn something new. Okay, think about it. It's a really nice way to start your morning. Trust me. Now, moving forwards, just to finish off this live, I think my main things that I'd like you guys to take away from this chat is keeping to a routine each morning, because it will help you set a structure to your day. I spoke about this in my productivity talk, which is on Instagram, Sassa's Instagram Live. So do make sure you go and check it out. It's also on Sassa's YouTube Lives on Facebook. So check these out. And as always, guys, message me if you need me. I've had a lot of parents and students message me recently saying they're super duper struggling, worried about their kids. And I don't know what else I can do to help. So if you feel like there's something else Sassa or me personally could be doing, do let me know. I'm still running my one-to-one mentoring sessions. These sessions are, even if you just want, you want your child to have a chat with me about life or about revision or about their future career, or they just want a bit of motivation, someone who's outside of their family who they can talk to, I'm here for it, and it's all free, guys. I just want to give back to you guys because I know how hard things are at the minute. So if there's anything I can ever do, please let me know, guys. You've been wonderful. Have the best evening.